tax time. Yay! Welcome back to the Work From Home Mogul channel, where we're going to be talking about how to do taxes for a new business and some commentary from Mustang Miley. Vroom vroom. All the joys and excitement of doing your taxes coming up. First off, let me say that I am not a tax accountant. I'm not giving you any legal advice. And if you're coming to this channel looking for legal advice about how to do your taxes, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, this is not the place. Seek professional help in many areas. I'm just going to go over some basics of what you're going to need when you file and how to get organized for it. Keeping all of your finances, personal and business, separated is totally a must. And I recommend having a business credit card and trying to keep all of your purchases and expenses just on one or two, avoiding cash and even avoiding PayPal and Cash App. Like, sometimes it's more convenient, but then when you gotta pile everything all together, it is not convenient. Also, I like the business credit cards because you can earn tons of points on them. And if you don't have one already, look for one where when you open it, you get cash back for spending a certain amount. Because if you have a huge purchase to make, a new business credit card is gonna be a lot of bang for your buck. I like software such as Wave app or Mint. It'll import all your credit card statements so that you can break them down by the month, see how much you're spending, and if it makes sense that you're spending that much. When you file your taxes, you're going to need to know what is your income versus your expenses, and that way that could be deducted to get your gross profit, which you'll be taxed on. So the best way to know your income is your sales, either if it's from invoices or from your website, or also grants if they sent you a 1099 form. If you're doing any cash transactions or doing anything where you're accepting Venmos and stuff from people, have that all in one place, because that's where you'll have to manually calculate it all together and try not to leave anything out so that it is accurate. The purchases is basically everything that's included in a physical product that your customer is getting. So that'll be the inventory and even the box that it is packaged in. Expenses would be the tape, the office supplies, postage, website hosting, marketing, all of the transaction expenses and bank fees. Legal fees. Your legal fees will include, like, if you have an LLC and you need to reinstate, if you have a business tax receipt, registering a trademark, and insurance. The IRS does have a whole page on their website on the different categories of expenses. Postage is actually included in office supplies. I don't know why. Travel, transportation, entertainment, gifts are all another expense that isn't included in like the normal expenses, but it is stuff that you can not go crazy with, but know that if you traveled during the pandemic, that you can put your flight or your Uber or cab or even your public transportation if you were getting from point A to point Z. Entertainment is an expense, like meals. Dinner is considered an expense, not a gift. And I don't mind being someone's business expense if you want to buy me dinner. Business gifts are under gift expenses, whether it is gifting your own product or buying like a gift basket for a client. It is up to $25 per person. I thought it was $50. I thought maybe at one time it was $50, but basically if you give $50 off of your product to 100 people, that's not a $5,000 gift expense. It's $2,500. Giving gifts out, like if you give your products out to an influencer, for example, this could go under gift expenses instead of going under marketing. It's a really cool way to get your product out there, and it is tax deductible. By the way, just check everything I'm saying, because cover your ass instead of listening to some random chick on YouTube. If you have real estate assets and stuff that depreciates, or any cost of transactions of real estate or anything crazy like that, talk to somebody else. Deductions, such as, dependents, family. If you didn't get your second stimulus check of $600, that is going to be included in deductions. It's Form 1040, line 30. And that way the $600 will be included in your refund or deducted from any taxes that you need to pay. And if you've got W-2s, you had a side job in the first couple months of the year, put that in. If you got a 1099-G because your side hustle was closed down for several months of the pandemic, put that in. You've got a 1095-A from having marketplace healthcare, include that. 1099 INT, any interest from bank accounts, include everything, because they will find it and then you'll have to amend and redo and refile, and it's annoying. All right, let's get our 2 cents from Mustang Miley. I'm Mustang Miley, and I haven't paid my taxes since I got on my hog 20 years ago to go from town to town wherever the wind takes me. Now, what about all these roads that you're on the open road at? The open road takes care of itself. The more that's driven on it, the more that the irrigation is happening and, zipping from one place to the other. You just got to get from point A to point B. What do you think about, educating people, especially having the DMV, so that there's educated people around you, different drivers that are educated? You make a fair point, but as far as me being on my hog, I'm in and out, and, I'm not going where there's a lot of people, where there's a lot of traffic. Do you believe that everyone needs to contribute for a functioning society? You got your picket fencers, you got your community developments, you got your people dragged into consumerism. And so, yes, all of that society functions together. But then you got us free spirits and us hog riders. And we're out there trying to be free. There you have it, folks. Thank you for joining in. Like, comment, subscribe. Tune in for next week's video. Hit that notification bell to get alerted. See you then. Ready to ride.